Hello boys and girls, we are going to do today's handwriting. Make sure you're watching. Put your pencil down. I'll demonstrate, you watch. Today's date is the 15th of February 2023. We are going to start with 15. Start from the dotted line, go all the way down to the bottom solid line. Then the 5, we start from the dotted line, go down, touching the first solid line, go around, touching the bottom line, lift our pencil off the page, and go back and go across like this for 5. Make sure you're watching, I'm looking at you. Then for the T, you start from the dotted line, go all the way down, touching the bottom line, lift your pencil off the page, and go across on the solid line in the middle for T. And for the H, start from the dotted line all the way down and up, around, touching the top solid line and back down again. Then you have your finger space. For the month February, you need a capital F. So starting from the dotted line, go all the way down, touching the bottom line, lift your pencil off the page, go back up, to the side, to the side. Then for the E, you start in the middle of the two solid lines, you go around and touching the bottom line. And for the B, it's a nice and tall letter, so you need to start from the dotted line, go all the way down, touching the bottom line, and go up, around, and back down again. Next letter is the letter R. You go start from the solid line, it's a short letter, down, up, around, touching the lines. U, again, short letter, you start from the top solid line, you go down, up, then down again. The next letter is A, starting from the solid line, go around, touching the bottom solid line, up and down. And R, solid line, down, up, around, touching the top solid line. And for the Y, again, it's a letter that goes down. So you need to start from the solid line, you go around like this, and you go all the way down, touching the bottom dotted line. Make sure you're touching that line. And then you have a finger space. The year is 2023. All the numbers to be nice and tall letters. So you need to touch all 3 lines. So you're going to go around from the solid dotted line, go all the way to the bottom solid line, across, go back up again to the dotted line, go around, back up, nice and tall, and dotted line around, across, and 3, around, and around for the 3. Now you can start. 15th of February 2023. Make sure your white goes down, touching the bottom line, the B and the F and the H and the T and the numbers all touching the top line. Okay, now we are going to do the lowercase letters L, I, T, J. So you're going to start from the next line, which is the dotted line. Those 3 lines here. So for the lowercase L, you're going to start from the dotted line and then go all the way down, touch the bottom solid line. And for I, you're going to start from the solid line, go straight down, join to the bottom solid line, and put a dot in the middle between these two lines here. And for the T is a nice and tall letter, so you start from the dotted line all the way down, touching the bottom solar line, and then you cross on the top solar line. And for the J, it will fall below the line, so you start from the solar line, you go all the way down, touching the dotted line down the bottom, and you put the dot up here. Make sure you're watching. I'll show you one more time. So L-I-T-J. So you have a finger space in between. Then again, down all the way. And for the I, you can start from the top solar line down to the bottom solar line. Dot in the middle between these, the dotted and the solar line. And the T is nice and tall letter, so you start from the dotted line all the way down and you cross on the top solar line there. And for the J, you start from the top solar line, you go all the way down and you hook and you dot just like the I. L-I-T-J, L-I-T-J. So make sure L and T are nice and tall, touching the top, and J touches the bottom dotted line. You can start writing. Once you've done 2, you can do a few more across the lines here. Okay, now we are going to do the uppercase letters, L-I-T-J. So we're going to use the dotted line and the 2 solar lines here. Okay, so we're going to start from the dotted line. For the uppercase L, we're going to go all the way down, touching the bottom solar line, and then go across on the line. Next, we have uppercase I. Uppercase I, you start from the dotted line on the top, and you go straight down to the bottom line. And for the T, nice and tall, so you make a cross on the dotted line there. Find the middle and go straight down to the bottom solid line. And for the J, again, nice and tall letter, starting from the dotted line. You go down all the way to the bottom solid line, and then you do a hook. Make sure you have your eyes on the board. I'll show you one more time. Have a finger space in between your sets of letters, and we'll try again. L-I-T-J. Have a look. So from the dotted line, straight down and across. And for the I, from the dotted line, straight down to the bottom solid line. And for the T, you start from the dotted line, you go across, find the middle, and straight down. And then you have J, you start from the dotted line, you go straight down to the bottom solar line, and you do a hook. So you can start writing L-I-T-J. They're all touching all 3 lines for the uppercase letters, and you separate it with finger space. Once you've done 2 sets, you can continue along these 3 lines here and do a few more. You can start. Okay, we'll move on to the lowercase words. The first word we have today is lot, L-O-T. So we're going to use these 3 lines here with the dotted line, solid line, and the bottom solid line. So we can start from the dotted line for L, go all the way down, straight down to the bottom solid line for L. And for the O, we're going to start from the solid line. We're going to make a circle touching the bottom solid line and come back up and join together. And for the T, lowercase t, nice and tall letter. So starting from the dotted line, we'll go all the way down to the bottom solid line and we'll cross in the middle here for the T. And we'll put a comma here, like a little dot in the tail, just to separate the words. L-O-T. You can start. Next word is loss, L-O-S-S. So again, L nice and tall letter, starting from the dotted line, straight down, touching the bottom solid line. And then you have the O, so you start from the solid line, you make a nice and round circle, touching the bottom line, and come back up and join to the top solid line. And for the S, you're going to start from the solid line there. You go around, go to the other side, and come back, touching both solid lines. And you do another one. Go around and back. And again, when you finish the word, you put a comma. You can start. Next word is the word let, L-E-T. So nice and tall for L, straight down to touch the bottom solid line. And for the E, we're going to start in between these 2 solid lines. Go cross up, around, and touch the bottom. And for T, nice and tall letter, starting from the dotted line, straight down, and then cross on the line for T. And then you can separate the words with a comma, L-E-T. Those 2 letters are nice and tall. You can start. Next word is lid, L-I-D. So starting from the dotted line, straight down for letter L to the touch the bottom solid line. And then for the I, we're going to start from the top solid line here. We'll go straight down, touching the bottom line, dot in the middle. And for the D, make sure you're watching. You start over here, okay? On the solid line, you go around like a C, sort of like a C. Then you go straight up, touching the top dotted line and back down again, touching the bottom line like this. Okay, so you always start with that C shape there and go up and down. You can start on lid. Next word we have is lollipop. I'm going to spell that for you. So make sure you're watching. So our eyes on the board, please. You start from the dotted line. You go straight down, touching the bottom solid line. And starting from the first solid line, you make a circle touching the bottom and come back up for O. And then you have 2 L's. So straight down for the first L and back up again for the second L down like this. And then you have I. So I is a short letter, so you start from the solid line down and dot on top here. And for the P, it goes down. So you start from the top solid line, you go straight down touching the bottom dotted line and lift your pencil off the page. Come back here and go around and join. And the O, again, you start from the solid line, you make a circle touching the bottom and come back up. And another P, you start over here on the top solid line, you go straight down, lift your pencil off the page, go back up here where you started, and you go around like this, join to the bottom solid line, lollipop. You can start. Next, we are going to do some uppercase. We're starting with the uppercase letter, like names and place. First word we have is Luca. Luca is a name. So we start with the capital L. We're going to start from the dotted line. We go straight down to the bottom solid line and we're going to go across for L. The name, so we need a capital L. The rest of the letters are small letters. So we're going to start from the top solid line. We're going to go down and up and straight down for U. Then for the letter C, we're going to start from the solid line again. We're going to go around like this for C. And the last letter is A. So we're going to start from the solid line, top solid line. We're going to go around, touching the bottom solid line, up and straight down again. Then you can separate the word with a comma, Luca. You can start writing. Next, we have the name Lucy. Similar to Luca, we start with a capital L. We start from the top dotted line, go straight down and cross for capital L. Then we have a U, small u, starting from the top solid line. We're going to go down, up, and straight down. And the next letter is letter C. So we're going to go around like this. And then we have the letter Y. For the letter Y, we're going to start from the top solid line. We're going to go round, up. Then we're going to go all the way down, touching the bottom dotted line for the letter Y because it goes down. And then you're going to do a comma again. Lucy. You can see this Y goes down. Next uppercase word is the place London. You'll start with a capital L. So we're going to start from the dotted line, straight down and cross for L. Next we have O. So we're going to start over here for the top solid line. We're going to go around and back up for O. Next we have N. So we're going to go start from the top solid line, down, up, around and down again. For the letter D, so we're going to start from the top solid line. We're going to go around, straight up, touching the top dotted line and straight down again. The next letter is O. So starting from the solid line, I'm going to go around and join back up. And the last letter is N. So straight down, up, around, and down again on the solid lines. London. Lastly, we are going to finish our handwriting with a sentence. The sentence we are going to write today is Luca lost his lovely lollipop. Make sure you have a capital letter at the start of the sentence and a full stop to end the sentence. Let's start. So we already know how to write Luca. We're going to start from the dotted line. We're going to go straight down and across for the capital L. And for the U, we're going to start from the top solid line. We're going to go round, up, and straight down again. And for the C, we are going to go around. And for the A, we're going to go round, up, and straight down for Luca. Make sure you're watching. You have a finger space between your word. The next word is lost. So everything will be lowercase letter from now. So L, you need to start from the dotted line, nice and tall letter, straight down for lowercase L. For the O, you can start from the solid line. You go round and up and join it to the solid line. And then S, again, you're going to go around and back, touching the two solid lines. And T, nice and tall letter, starting from the dotted line, straight down and cross on the top solid line. And then you have a space, finger space. Luca lost. Next word is his. So lowercase h, nice and tall again, starting from the dotted line, straight down, up, and touching the top solid line and come back down again to the bottom solid line. Next word is I. So you're going to start from the solid line, straight down to the bottom and put a dot. And for the S, you're going to start from solid line, go round and back. Then you have a finger space again. Next word is lovely. Nice and tall letter down for L. Sorry about that. And starting from the top solid line, you're going to make a circle around and back. And for the V, you're going to start from the top solid line. You're going to go down, around a little bit and up. And for the E, you're going to start in middle of the two solid lines. You're going to go around and touch both lines. L again, straight down. And Y, you start from the solid line. You go around, go up, and then go all the way down, touching the bottom dotted line. Falls below the line. And another finger space, last word we have is lollipop. You've written that before. So straight down for L. Start from the solid line, go around and join back for O. And then dotted line all the way down, touching the lines, and all the way down, touching all the lines. And you have I. From the top solid line, you go straight down and dot on top. And for the P, you start from the solid line, you go down all the way, touching the bottom, the dotted line. And then you lift your pencil off the page, go over here and join together. And for the O again, nice and round, touching both solid line, and another P to finish. But don't forget to put your full stop. You put it around here on the bottom solid line. So yeah, the sentence is Luca lost his lovely lollipop. And that's all for today. Thank you.